Onivia, League of Legends Highlights.
And it looks like we will get the Nocturne, so a lot of pressure going to be on Photic in this backline. A lot of dive between the Wukong and also the Nocturne now to see if they can get onto the vulnerable.
They want to pull the trigger on this. That looks like the Ornhorn from Rich is the one that's pulling the trigger. They try to go in onto Olive, but the Paranoia comes across, and now Rich is in some very serious trouble. The Slicing Maelstrom comes out as well. This is not a fight that LNG necessarily wanted to take, but it's a trade for both of them. 1-for-1 with the early blood.
Timing window here to get the fight.
Allah had already started the Rift Arrow. They're going to collapse onto Rich, who is just trying to clear the ward here. He's all by himself. He's trying to run down to his team, but Rich is just going to go down. And Allah gets the kill as well. There's the Paranoia, and LNG trying to pounce on the Mist setup down there. They wanted some insurance, but maybe the insurance is not enough here. You have the Crescent Guard coming out. LNG are pouncing, and they're trying to get in on. Oh, no. Rookie and XLB go down. The final chapter comes out, but LNG have struck, and they've struck hard. Allah is down here as well. Tarzan over the wall. That's a little bit zealous there, but V5 will not fall for it. They do lose a couple crucial members, and Photic is in some trouble here. Photic, he goes down to Allah, and PP God is all alone, the cat with the book, but he's getting run down by Lumao. The slow hits, and LNG, the river overfloweth.
That was a massive mistake from V5. Rookie tries.
Dragon Pit, ready to get some more objective control under themselves. The tower in bottom lane goes down. And they actually collapse here onto Doinby. He uses the Paranoia and a flash to get out. Everything used. That's 4 ultimates from V5. So LNG moves straight onto the Dragon, and V5 had no say in it.
No, they can't get the pick. There's no follow-up properly, and Doomby manages to escape, baiting out so much there. Now you're getting Rift Herald, so you can put that down in the mid lane, crack open the mid lane turret as well, get more vision control in towards kind of this.
Yeah, exactly. I will say the cooldown for the Paranoia not too shabby. The Ornhorn does go wide. Flash comes out, but it's not fast enough. And here comes the Slicing Maelstrom as well, just buy some time. But Allah, he will go down to Rich.
That's massive now. 5 seconds until the Dragon, you can
That
get
will
reset.
be the trade off here. Another Dragon for LNG, some map gold for V5, and obviously a very important pressure point in the top side to kind of shut down Allah in that sense. But just, you know, a bit of confidence booster for Rich and the rest of V5, right? They still feel like they have that way forward. They have closed that gold lead, right, a little bit more.
And that's what we were talking about for V5, right? They're very, you don't end up with light dying, but now V5 again, they're making these picks, and they're the ones that are commanding the map. They're bringing this back, Mazel and LNG. And now they start up this Dragon where you have full vision on Allah.
Here comes the Paranoia as well. They're focusing on the Dragon. Doinby goes into the backline. He's just the distraction. Tarzan gets the Dragon now. Doinby is in some trouble here. Shalom Bao does flash away. We get the final chapter full length, but here comes a knockout. Denied! And there's a huge potential turnaround here, but LNG realized they got what they came for. They get out of it.
Or even get a TP from Allah. That could be the difference maker.
On the hunt with the Ornhorn. Lumao gets caught here. Do they have the damage to follow it up? Lumao does get locked down in the end. XLB takes a huge hit from the Ultra Shock Laser, but V5 find exactly what they're looking for, and maybe they just go to bait it again.
Yeah, I think they're just going to go back, like not having Lumao available, not having that access to the wall growth is going to cause them some issues, especially when you look at, again, how squishy this team is. Doomby now TPing to the opposite side of this barn pit. He wants to be there.
Yeah, Allah just backed. He's TPing in. He has everything. But Doomby, he's getting caught early. There goes Tarzan into the backline with the Cyclones. Light is the damage source. Allah comes in with the Slicing Maelstrom. And LNG, they have pounced onto V5. And the only one left is PP God. Give him the big purple worm.
There's not enough peel left. V5 use so much of their tools to try and get the pick on Lumao. But when they go to turn, Tarzan with a fantastic engage. Light is free hitting on the back line.
This is so. V5 have no chance to fight this. So yet another giant advantage goes to LNG.
And this has been incredible to see from LNG. How this team has stepped up once more. This miracle run coming in magnificently for them. And we saw this very similar to their opportunity in Worlds 2021, where they got almost to that double limb. But now, I mean, if they're able to take down V5 with a performance like this, netting themselves that opportunity against Top Esports, rematching against the team that they lost that playoffs bracket in for summer 2021. This would be such a crucial moment for LNG.
Building upon the dream that was, but snapping right back into reality because they are in the middle of one of those incredible runs that we know them for. It is honestly just the way that LNG have approached this fight, the way that they have picked those comforts. V5 has a lot of trouble now going to the rest of the series to find what they want to pick, and Ala is going to just go in for the engagement. This might be a little bit overbearing from LNG, but they're trying to pull the trigger. V5, they will pounce on your mistakes, though. Light's still very incredibly strong. He does get stunned down. He has the cleanse, though. That's nicely used. It is an unmatched fight for LNG here as they're trying to get the flank here with Fodic, but Doinby, he goes right back in on Rookie, and he's gone. Fodic and PP God, they're going to get a TP coming in for Rich, but they're going to go down first. Rich comes in, he's tanky. PP God can't get to him, and Light gets another kill. V5, they're falling into the trap, and V5, they're getting routed right now. Doinby, he will not go down. He's healing up a storm, and XLB walks away.
Light's too big right now. You end up using all your lockup to get Ala, to get Tarzan, which means Light gets to fly free. And my God, is he the angel of death in this one, destroying V5 in that fight.
What is the essence of Fotix? It is the light. LNG will find permanent damage onto the base of V5. They will get 2 inhibs. They've already gotten 1 Nexus Tower, but they will walk away with
We talk about kind of the adaptation and the understanding for LNG of like how they want to try and face up against every single one of their opponents. It feels like we're getting
against that, but they also don't want to just give over another Baron. But LNG say, well, come at us then.
So fast. Their Baron take is so incredibly fast. Rookie's just reset to try and deal with the super creep. So Shelong Bao, I don't think he's even going to be able to get in here.
He doesn't, and he gives his life because he wanted to check it one last time. LNG, again, they just shut the door on V5 in this first game. And this could just be the finishing blows. Rich goes down to a double kill for Ala, and Doinby has already TP'd into the base. He is pretty tanky. He's got a GA, so he's just buying all the time in the world here as the rest of LNG come forth. And they just have 1 tower in the top lane to take care of. They might not even need to do that. Looks like they'll finally cross those T's, dot those I's, and they push this last minion wave into the base. V5, they're shaking their heads. They're questioning, where did this come from? But LNG say, we've been here all along. The miracle run is right on the cusp of going 1 step further, and LNG take game 1 of this best of 5.
LNG look like they cannot completely take over the game.
V5 are literally just saying, run it back, but without the paranoia. Let's see what you got.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm here for it, V5. I don't know if you go 2-0 down in the series because of this, but I am here for next from Rookie and Doinby in the mid lane. But looks like Shelong Bao wants to go give a nice little visit to Ala up here as Rich getting some damage down preemptively. The wind becomes lightning flashed out of, but the 3-talon strike isn't going to be enough. Oh, he flashes for it, and he gets first blood for V5. I wonder if V5 are willing to kind of transition up towards that top side of the map and maybe contest Rich.
Yeah, I think
for LNG, Lumao was hovering up towards the top side. Now Doinby might be in some trouble here. Uses the Faith Seal there again, but now the damage might just be able to be stuck. And there's the flash. There's the kill. V5 2-0 up.
Shelong Bao again. 100% kill participation in the early stages. Tarzan
Early
though.
flash from Rookie. Shelong Bao, he might go down in respite, and Tarzan answers and avenges his mid laner.
Good response from Tarzan.
As you had said earlier, V5 wanted with this composition. Ala is in trouble up here. Has to pop the slicing maelstrom. Does get the stun. The flash comes out. Final chapter lands again. And V5, they go up another kill. This time to PP God.
Really nice call from PP God to hold on.
LNG trying to set up themselves around here. They want to try to contest, but the Rift Herald has been spawned up in bottom lane for V5. Here comes LNG, though. They're pouncing. Little bit on to XLB. I don't know if they have the damage to necessarily follow up. That final chapter is huge, and now they're going back in. Tarzan goes down first. Shelong Bao very close to death, but will not. The thumbs up. Specific, but I also want to check back into what we saw from LNG game number 1, right? It was that proactivity from the level 6 mark. The paranoias were coming in so clutch. They were able to turn around the objective stacking for V5, where this time, Doinby on the Yone build was utilized by Tarzan as well. They just want to try to get back to this mid lane, maybe try to catch out Rookie. They don't do so. Mid lane falls to Fodic. He's starting to get pretty fat on this series. Tarzan Doinby, little do they know, they are getting collapsed on by a lot of V5 members here. need to be a little careful as it is a speed up here used by V5, and they have the nice final chapter layered across. They're TPing in from LNG, but it's too little too late. Now Ala wants to find the big slicing maelstrom, but he needs to immediately back out of there, and just rough decision making from LNG.
And this is exactly how V5 played their mid games. This is what we're talking about with the picks that they tend to find before any of these like big objectives, right? V5 want to go for the objective, which is this top lane turret. Great. Sneak Xiaolong bound to this top side with PP gone for Allah. And that's why V5 again, see what we mean, looking for the picks on bot side.
They have no tower to defend themselves here. Tarzan just trying to get out the clone. He goes right back in with the Cyclone. The lightning crashes from Light, but Tarzan immediately goes down. They're buying so much time. The slicing maelstrom back, and the fate sealed isn't enough. Doomby has to go right back in V5. They're layering this fight so beautifully. The Clint has to come out from Light as well. They get a couple members.
For LNG. They're staring down the barrel of a soul point for V5. And as well, the fact that it's going to be the Hextech Dragon means that they're going to get Yun's spell, but PP God with the exhaust right as this dragon spawns.
On the hunt coming out, and they feel like they've got him. That is Allah already down, no slicing maelstrom there, and this is an easy pickoff right before the soul comes up for V5. Exactly what they've been looking for all game long, and they might find even more. There's the Fate Seal, does get followed up on, and Photic is right here. Doomby, he's trying to be a super carry, but he gets super carried into the ground. LNG actually playing still pretty aggressively with Tarzan. I don't know if that's the aggression you know and love right now, as Light and Lumao do get him out of there. They've got to try to find a miracle still here for Tarzan.
And now V5 in a perfect spot to try and pick up this dragon. Tarzan is still here. It's going to be a miracle steal, but honestly, I think V5, you just look for the engage.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't need to look for the contest of 50-50 because maybe they do anyway. As Tarzan goes in with a big cyclone, he's not going to stay alive very long. He is in the fight, though, and the dragon not focused for V5 at all. They know they just need to take the fight here. Oh, nice slicing maelstrom from Allah, but he is immediately exhausted, and V5 claim the prize that they came for, unless Lumao can't get it.
Now, LNG were trying to say, hey, look, maybe we can buy time for
Tier 2 tower is quickly going to go down for V5. This Hextech Soul, huge damage implication, who's clearing implications as well. And at this point, way out in left field here, he's just going to try to go under tower. I don't know how we got here, and maybe it's one of those memes, but Allah goes down quickly to V5.
Yeah, I think this one, kind of the writings on the wall here for LNG. With Allah now dead as well, they will turn over towards the barn. And I mean, this is the first time we've really seen LNG honestly slaughtered in playoffs thus far. And V5 looking pretty damn good as they go through this one. Tarzan trying to see if he can get into position. No flash to get over the wall. And Rich still chasing. Means that he's now just found himself on the wrong side of town.
I think V5 realized that, right? Actually, they're going to send Shallow Bao up here just in case with BP God. They'll eventually take down the Monkey King himself. They did get a tower. Is V5's ticket to win.
Well, maybe picking Doomby as well could be a pretty nice punch in that ticket.
There's not much he can do. He goes down immediately, and that's another big pickup for Photic, but another big pickup for V5, who have just been...
Again, we're seeing that when V5 have control of a game, when they're ones dictating the pace of this game, they look absolutely incredible. And why so many people were posturing them as one of our top seeds going forward from the LPL.
Yeah, I mean, we said going into the first game of the series, if they show up, it's a scary difference. It's a nightmare potential for any team going against V5. But then we do see those lacking moments. But again, that confidence game, that is so important to me. I know I'm always a big proponent. That means that momentum is fully in the court of V5. And at this point, right, LNG are going to have to pick apart their compositions and find a way forward. Because the Yone is something they've gone back to. So it's something that's different for them. But at this point, they've got to find something that can contest with V5.
And it's not looking so hot for them right now. Doomby.
Tarzan's on the flank here. They do get the slicing maelstrom in as well, but quickly put to bed our LNG, as this will be game 2 going holistically to V5. There is no hope left in this one. Doomby tries to get a little bit more damage in, but the Nexus towers are the focus, and V5, the smooth run back comes to a close, and V5 go up in a game. They get a 1-1 tie on the series now in this best of 5 in a battle for double elimination.
A grin from Rookie as he goes down there at the end. Get away from Narbut. Looks like he's going to try and play this more defensive style, like keeping people off of things like the Bel'Veth, and also the Sivir.
You know what
Lane,
really?
let's see if they can get a lane advantage.
But I love to see the aggression
Oh my
here
God.
as well.
Wait a
And
sec.
just try to keep up on a Tarzan every time he sees him. There's the Royal Maelstrom, the healing or the shielding at least coming from Lumao. It's enough to get him over the wall, and that's a nice play. Now Doonby's trying to go in for the execution on XLB, and he does get a first blood for LNG. The collapse, the team play coming out clutch, but now Doonby is exhausted. He got the Frozen Tomb on him as well. Ultra Shock Laser buys them time.
Will we spot on the dragon? Doomby does have one-shot potential, so Shallow just needs to be careful.
He does, and I mean, perfect execution is right there. He's going to use it across Book Velvet. He does not secure the dragon. And Tarzan is just coming up aces here. The rest of LNG, they are hovering around. Yeah, Shalom Bao is just waiting, buying some time here. Meganar is there, so it does dissuade that re-engage. But he's stepping up, and Shalom Bao stops his back for the second time in a row.
Really trying to see if they can bait Allah into this one, but
Old bottom lane. Bodic, he goes down under tower, and PP God is about to join him as well. Light survives by a skin of his teeth. And that is tower going down absolutely on this bottom lane. XLB just got his back off.
And that's exactly what we were talking about with Tarzan having this Rift Herald, moving Doomby down, getting the dive underneath the tower. Plates will go, the tower will go, and 4-0 V5 are being routed here.
It's a giant advantage early on, sub 13.
Yeah, he'll be able to walk away until he goes back in. He's got help. And Loom out.
Oh my
the
God.
offensive linesman.
He's trying to get up there, but the QB's already in front of him. XLB will use the Royal Maelstrom, but he goes down quickly after, and Tarzan gets himself a third kill of the game.
Oh, this...
Put a little bit of a chip into this 4,000 gold lead
Oh
that
my
they have.
God.
I don't know if maybe it starts by trying to catch out Doonby, but he eliminates and executes Rookie. We'll see if Shalom Bao can clean up the kill. He has the Royal Maelstrom, and there you go. V5 are on the board with their first kill of the game.
I'm going to at least extend this true form for Shelong Bao a little bit longer. Might just be able to coax it out until it gets towards this dragon as well. But, I mean, again, you're seeing the problem that you have on these side lanes for V5. Rookie can't stand against Doonby. Ala is chipping away at this top tower, even having the demolish there as well. And now Shelong Bao and PP God trying to see if they can get another pick in their back pockets.
This would be huge. He has no idea this is coming, and there's the cask over top. Rich is in some trouble, though. Megadar comes out. Rich survives, though, with the help of PP God. He's trying to go right back in. Allah, he's an unkillable beast, but he's trying to survive a little bit longer. He's got the TP coming in for Doonby as well. That's a big pain point for V5. They get the reset, but he doesn't pick up the Void Coral as the rest of LNG are coming in. Rich goes down to Light, and it's quickly going to be the Void Monster taken down as well. That'll be a kill for Doonby, and everyone's getting one this time around. Share the love, LNG.
And with 30 seconds until Shelong Bao spawns, there will be no Rift Herald play. They can catch LNG in choke points. They have a ton of AoE damage, AoE CC, and it gives things like Rich's cask a lot of power.
Tarzan steals it, and now they're going in. They want to take the momentum and shove it into V5's face. Doonby's over the side here. The final chapter was huge for PP God, but Tarzan finds another Cyclone, and Rich is left out to dry.
LNG will not give V5 anything in this game. Gets the dragon, finds the fight, and honestly, they could early turn over towards Baron if they can pick off some members here of V5 off the back of this, but they will just be content with pushing in onto these turrets.
Actual LPL playoffs here, and I think that's on the back of their minds, but as well as V5 with the catastrophe that has happened in the past for them, and trying to start by getting Doonby off in the side lane. They were able to do it once before, but the perfect execution comes out. Now LNG, they are streaming forth. Bodic comes in pretty hefty with the on the hunt. Rich catches out Ala. XLB just trying to get the resets here, but they don't get the kill just yet, and Light is firing away. He has all the AoE. Ala, he'll catch Bodic, and that's a major damage source down. Light is just kiting them out, and Rookie, he has to get out, but it's a flash from Light. The exhaust comes through, the wild growth from Lumao, and Light is picking up where Doonby left off, and so are LNG.
V5 have no chance in this game. LNG collapse brilliantly once more. The Baron is in their eyes. A soul in 40 seconds. And V5 again left with their heads being scratched, going, what do we do?
It's almost impossible to find the answer to that without getting your hands dirty at this point. But that'll be Baron picked up for LNG. They have a reset potential. They could even, if they want to, pick up the Cloud Soul. But they can just continue to push these side lanes, break these towers open, and try to work on inhibs.
And you're starting to see that a lot of these champions on V5 work well when you're even to a head, but it's not that position for them right now. LNG Baron up, pouncing on this bot lane turret, and I mean, Rich is trying to see if he can get anything back on the map, get some gold off of the objective bounties, but LNG are like, cool, well, we'll just take open your own whole base then.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get inhib in mid and bot. The super minions are going to be flooding in. Yes, they don't have to push in top side of the map, but this is lasting damage that'll make the, Elder Dragon fights, the next Baron coming up, a big ease for LNG to pick apart the decision making. Obviously bringing Rich back to try to defend, and now Fodic having some more avenues for gold could be huge, but with this deficit, there's not much they can do, and LNG know that, and they're going to send home the game, send home game number 3 easy, as V5 are just melted before our eyes. Rookie buying a lot of time here, but he just gets executed. It's not the Penta. It's a denial from Allah and LNG. Look at Doonby at the bottom. He's so angry. He's like, man, you got to give that one. But it is a holistic game win from LNG, and they'll go up to match point.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at the response from LNG to that Penta being available. If Cartha wants to go for the super early picks, but it looks like, okay, that would actually be
Let's
amazing.
Go!
So yeah, he's going to run it back. He's going to say, hey, you know what, Doonby, you did a really good job on it.
As Rookie cannot get here. Tarzan wants to go do it. He tries to go in against the flash. Karsa in some trouble and first blood. And Tarzan, welcome to the series, Karsa.
I mean, already Karsa
making level 6 just yet, but they want to try to punish Allah, who is almost Meganar here. Here comes the realm warp from Rookie, the slicing maelstrom for Rich as well, but it's LNG making good on it, and Karsa dies for the second time in the game. He just got into the series, and already it's a difference maker here, but in LNG's favor. Now Rookie is trying to play some alcove game. He's trying to get out, but his life will be forfeit, and that is 3 kills, almost 4 to LNG.
Great read. Because again, you do have V5 kind of starting to get to a point where their team composition comes in line, right? Like Rookie going to want kind of an item. They're hoping to have a rematch with them if they can beat V5 and JDG.
Tidal wave comes out, but the final chapter is already there. And LNG, they're pouncing like predators. That's 4 kills already. And a bot lane focus where Light was piecing away at his health bar here. But we get a lot of pings down bottom lane. As Tarzan, he does not want to let Karsa breathe.
I mean, why let him? Why would you give this guy the opportunity? He's Rich!
Rich! No! Allah's taking the damage. He flashes! Oh my god! Rich, you just got gapped!
And it is feeling...
Oh, actually. And now to see that kind of adaptation taking away a piece from V5, but now V5, they get caught a little bit. Tidal wave comes through. The final chapter is already there. There's the paranoia, but they also now have Doonby in the fight. The lightning crashes around V5, and they're headed away from the fight now. They're TPing Rich in with the slicing maelstrom. LNG realizes they need to get away. Rookie connects all the way on the end of it. Slicing maelstrom from Rich. It's not enough to get the damage down. He might get focused now. Big bubble from PP God, and V5 are fighting themselves back into this one.
They're so low. Light gets Rich.
Light, he gets 1. He's trying to get the at least CC down from Lubao to try and help follow that one up, but he gets the 1 back.
They need to get more, though. You're going 1 for 1. LNG get top tower. Allah is huge, and you've still got to get that kill back onto Rich.
Can I just say, there is a little bit of desperation in the eyes of V5, right? Like, there were 5 members there closing on
that late game insurance. Well, not quite late game on the Lucian, but it feels like he needs to step up now to try and soften up these players, but he's getting caught.
Speaking of soften up, Karsa comes back in to try to save the day, but he just forfeits his life potentially here against the rest of LNG. Light is putting in the work, and 1 more auto attack will do it. That's another death to Karsa, and another warm welcome from LNG to the V5
try and make work. So you've actually got to be more scared of Allah on the flank with where he's positioned. Tier 1 tower will drop for V5 and top will be traded for a tier 2 tower for Allah in the bot lane, and Dragon to boot as well. V5, we already smelt a bit of desperation. Well, they reek of it right now. They need to find something to pull themselves.
for LNG, right? Those Realm Wards trying to always poke and prod V5 and find something to take advantage of. Ala stacking up his Meganar on the side. He sees a potential flake option. There's the Realm Warp, and Tarzan kills PP God. That's exactly what we were looking for in the Paranoia. Not going to do much, Karsa. Up against the wall here. Does the Bodyguard make another huge play around the Dragon Pit? We have to wait and find out. V5 are the ones now taking the Dragon, and LNG. No Meganar and Ala. They're trying to contest this. Rich goes, but he doesn't get the Slicing Maelstrom, and now they have actually picked up Doinby after the crown goes off. Tarzan is in the background, but you have to watch Light the entire time. Rookie, the rest of V5, they're being bought out of the Dragon Pit here, but now they can maybe collapse. Ala goes a little bit ham, leaving Tarzan and Light by himself. He's looking to take down Rookie, though, and Meganar comes up again. Ala gets bubbled immediately, but the rest of LNG, they're trying to move forward, and V5, they're gonna go down. Light is a monster, and so is LNG. He gets himself a triple kill. No, it's Lumel that picks it up, and the scared cat strikes again. LNG have dashed V5's hopes.
The chill-in brings about a new enlightened one, and it feels like for LNG, they have lit up V5. They have found what they needed to take the playoffs by storm. The miracle run cannot finish off his own wits end, and now moving it over as well to get Randuin's almost a Photic. Can't do as much work. Maybe
they're going to try to pounce. This is the kind of play that we were looking for V5. He is a tanky individual. The Crescent Guard buys a lot of time, but Light and Lumao know they need to back away from that one. Now Baron, maybe in the sights of V5, but they get one. I don't know if they need to go all the way.
No, they want to see, like, this is their best moment to try and make something happen. They're trying to see if Rich can maybe get in. Rookie doesn't have access to that Narrow Ultimate, which would also be a massive engage tool for them, especially with the Flash, but Ala trying to build up his Meganar.
They're going to try to catch all is just dead outright. Rookie gets the kill. This is the V5 that we're looking at to try to pull back into this game. They're doing the Baron now.
I mean, we said V5, the best win rate when behind, but I mean, this would be unbelievable. This would be an incredible bring back from V5, and they're looking for it.
Final chapter, they're going in for the fight. Light and Doinby, though, they have so much damage. The lightning crashes. Light is just looking for a steal potentially here, but they don't get the damage down, and V5 come up huge with the Baron buff.
And don't forget, needs to be careful though. This is where you need to make sure that you can actually get these structures down and get that gold in your favor.
Yeah, it's again, the range is not playing to their advantage here. It's really difficult for Photic to weave these fights, but if he can, that is so big, right? God. The damage, the burst coming out from the pick. He is on 4 items now, having Gale Force available to end somebody's life. But in all actuality, right, LNG can just kind of bend and work around it. Only 1.5k in the lead is LNG now, and they've caught Ala. The snowball, it's happening, Dagda.
I mean, they don't have the wave, but they still have the Baron buff. If they can crack open the base, that could be incredible. I mean, just LNG are starting to fall apart. It was right there for them, and Rookie is finding picks with Karsa. And this is... what's happening, Mizel?
It took 30 minutes, but the synergy is finally online between these two. The lauded duo that we had said coming into the year, right? Karsa, Rookie, incredible in their own right, but when they come together, how deadly could it be? And in all actuality, right, it's just heads-up gameplay from V5, but it's also a problem from Photic, though. A little bit of poke damage down, and LNG necessarily don't have to fight this.
Wait a
but
second.
it looks like they want to. And we're trying to catch Rich out on the side. They're going to make their way around. And the Dragon about half health here. See if they can actually get in to find Rich on the side with a Slicing Maelstrom. The big final chapter across, but Ala isn't Meganar. And Ala, he doesn't get it in time again. They are just pouncing when the moment is right. Tarzan with the big pressing guard. Light is incredible. But Rich, he found a TP back into the fight, and they're wondering where he came from. It is V5 that take the lead for the first time in game number 4.
This had no right to be a Victory 5 win. This had no right to be a Game 5. But by God, do V5 grab this game by the scruff of its neck. They will drag it, kicking and screaming across the line. And I, for one, am ready for the Silver Scrapes. Let's get it rockin', Mazel.
You better get those speakers turned up no matter what time it is, because V5 has shown up to the series, and we're going to Silver Scrapes.
The smiles on their faces say it all. A very, very messy. By far his best champion. One of the best, if not the best, Oriannas in the world as well. It would be an absolute treat, but he's going to go back towards the Talia. So small nerfs to Talia coming in onto 12-15. 2 seconds added to the Unraveled Earth.
Under the skin of his opponent. His pathing, especially on Wukong, is so crazy. Now Karsa's going to be a little bit late to the 3v3, and the health bar is not going to help out. Oh, the flash tried to come out from Karsa to get the end of the charge, but he didn't get it. And now Photic, he gets flashed onto by Tarzan. First blood for LNG, and it's about to be a quick second. Light gets his own.
And it's looking like the start of game 4 again, Mizel. Mistakes from Karsa end up... It's going to make sure that he gets on towards Rich here, because Tarzan, he cancelled the recall. Rich is in so much
challenge.
trouble.
He does have the jump, and it's not enough just yet. He almost has Meganar. Tarzan gets out, and Ala tanks the tower just a couple level times, and that will be a third kill.
Just about to spawn 2. I don't think V5 would really be in a position to try and contest this, especially if Tarzan just starts to roam straight up towards that objective.
Love to see V5 put it into Photic and PP God. Ala in a 1v1 against Rich. He'll get the riposte back. The grand challenge is issued, and Rich, you're in some trouble. You're a little Mininar now. Is this the solo bolo for Ala? He said we ain't seen nothing like it, and Ala, he gets the solo.
The second solo kill for Ala.
They will get the plates at least to Karsa's pocket. Oh no, though. They've caught him out. That's the frozen tomb as well. Karsa goes right back in. He's tanking up a storm. He goes down. That's a 2 for a V5, and in the end, they went out in the trade, but maybe Light makes a difference here. Rookie in some trouble. He needs to be careful if Light's flashing forward. Rich is on his way. Light and Lumao, they might be in their own version of trouble. Photic is moving forward. One more auto. Rich wants it. He gets it with the boomerang.
The Hyper will let him get the movement speed to get out as well. And it, just like that, as we said...
Also is like V5 know they had them on the ropes to turn around the game. And Rich is like, let's slam that home a little bit more. Oh! No way! Lumao, you monster kitty!
The Ultra Shock Laser and the Prowling Projectile steal the dragon from right underneath Karsa.
Oh no,
Photic!
Final chapter is barely not going to hit, and Photic just lays down the culling into Tarzan's face. Here comes the Weaver's Wall. Here comes Karsa as well. They want to try to find it. Rookie is in deep. Doesn't get the seismic toss there. And now it's the big cease and desist coming from Karsa. Doonby is here to lock him down, though. They get one back. The tidal wave not going to do much. Light is trying to dodge, but he doesn't have the damage there to finish Photic off. It is a 3v3. It's so tight. Lumao, he has some healing to give over to Doonby.
He's going to run away, but should be fine to just hop, skip, and a jump away out of this.
Doonby trying to speed in here and make something happen. Actually, just commits to it because he doesn't have the Meganar. And there's the grand challenge. Ala will take the kill. Doonby gets out by the skin of his teeth. Mid lane, though, we got craziness. The seismic is enough to get him back in. Light goes down. Karsa gets the kill. Photic gets burned down. It is trades like crazy. And Rookie takes a couple extra shots from the turret. Karsa coming up with a big double kill.
It's 2 for 2 across the map, but again, it's towers going towards LNG. TP here.
It's some of those little minute moments. Ala is just waiting in the bush here. Maybe he tries to get a steal with the boomerang. Maybe another crazy play for LNG. But he's right in there, and he's buying time. The dragon does go down to Karsa. Afterwards, though, Doonby goes gold in final chapter across the board. And this is where LNG, they're looking hot right now. And they can't get the Ultra Shock Laser. They do get the tower. Oh, no, Tarzan, you're in some trouble. And there you go, slammed down by Rookie. They don't have their frontliner just yet. Photic is now dodging into the fight. Rich trying to stack up here, but he's getting very low. Rookie with the Weaver's Wall to cut off the escape here. But he can't get the last seismic shove. And that is a big back and forth, but V5 taking the pressure.
But that's the thing, a tower went down in mid. Oh wait, Photic!
LNG, and I expect in about a minute and 20, we're going to have another one of those.
They're trying to get a pick on towards Photic or on towards Rich. They know that Rookie's going to move up topside with Karsa because they want to try and push that wave in with a minute until Dragon and then start to roam down towards bot, and they're going for it.
He got him. Photic, he's going to go down. Huge play from LNG. They waited, they baited, and they got him. Oh my God, the frozen tomb! Rich does buy a lot of time, but that's 2 quick picks for LNG.
And that could be the Baron for LNG. No top, no AD carry, and you have to now look. Oh my, Rookie.
Tarzan, you gotta be careful because Rookie is always waiting.
I mean, they still can flip this. Karsa can still look for the steal. This is now danger territory. The poke is coming down.
He goes in, he goes golden though. LNG, they are looking for the fight. Ala is healing up here. Carson needs to be careful. He uses the vault breaker and the cease and desist to go back in. Rookie is putting down some serious damage numbers here, and Karsa is the front line. It's traded, but a double kill for Rookie.
Rookie will not let this game go easily. Karsa gets the
And
engagement.
E5 now in the position to get flanked by Ala. And we'll see if he can make the difference. The drag about half health here. Rich almost has Megadar. They go into Doonby, but they don't get him. And on the back, there's Ala. It's a huge team fight from LNG. He's got the grand challenge on the back. Karsa's going to go down too. And LNG, they have routed V5 in front of the objective. And they get the kills they came for. A double kill for Light. And Rich will be run down.
There was no vision behind V5. They didn't know where Olive was, and he managed to sneak directly in onto the back line. And I mean, they've got a lot of push here.
game?
They've got a lot of dead timers. That could be it.
They are pushing heavily. They are hitting hard. Where we set the motto for V5 was hit hard, and they want to push forward. They're onto the Nexus towers, and time again, they were doubted. But one series at a time, they turn their dreams into reality, and they will continue the 2022 LNG Miracle Run.
Somehow, they are doing it.